crops come out of the field, we weigh them immediately, record it on a whiteboard, and then later I'll transcribe it to our Google Sheets, so I'll then go to a computer. Whiteboard for sure, just having it right in our harvest area near the walk-in so we don't forget to weigh something. And then I basically record keep every evening because I don't like it to build up and have to do like a ton all at once.
Well, my record keeping tools are pretty simple. I'm out here in the field. I just write down what I harvest every day, and I keep track. I don't have to write it down what I do every day. When I go back home, I got a bunch of Google Docs that all that stuff gets recorded into. So I kind of have a running diary since 2009 of pretty much every day I've been farming, what happened that day, you know, if we attended a market or was a CSA pickup day, or who I sold to, what I harvested, what I planted, you know, the weather. So it's kind of a big diary. But then for organic record keeping, I keep track of the harvests on a daily basis. So it goes from paper, me just writing it down in the field, to, you know, me putting it into a Google Doc.
Everyone knows to weigh everything as soon as it comes out of the field and write it on the board. And for things I'm not in charge of, like direct seeding, for example, my partner will make sure to write it down so I can record keep it later. Or if someone else is transplanting, they all know to count the transplants and text me or write it down. Having the data is really nice. I think if we weren't certified organic, I wouldn't be as motivated to record keep, but it's really nice when you're planning in the winter to have, I use the Google Sheets all the time to look back on what the yield was when we planted it, if what variety worked, and I just wouldn't have it if I didn't.
Well, it's a record history of, you know, how much I harvest. You know, I've kept records since we started farming, even before we were organic. Like I said, I have this giant diary I write into. So I could probably tell you, you know, what the weather was like on April 15th, 2017. You know, like I'll look back maybe last year and say, you know, when did I start harvesting this? Or when did I put this in? You know, when did I transplant this? When, you know, that kind of thing. So I have, some people use spreadsheets, and that's great too. I just have this big, it used to be a text file, now it's a Google Doc.
Yeah.
It contains all the record history of our farm.
Making the switch to actually weighing everything that came out of the field did take a little bit of practice because we're often so busy on harvest days, we just want to get it right into the fridge. So that took a little bit of practice, and figuring out the systems that worked for us, like if we're using Google Sheets or if we just wanted to have a notebook in the field. So just like getting our systems, but now that we have them every year, I can like just make a new copy of the same sheet. Figure out the system that works for you and talk to other farmers. So I feel like it's easy to want to have like a perfect system right away, but the same system doesn't work for every farm. I think I would have maybe wanted to start it sooner. We weren't certified for 1 year, like the first year of our farm, and then we got certified. And that first planting season was hard not having those records. And also talking to other farmers who are certified organic sooner about what their systems are. Probably having the data, like I said before, and yeah, you think you'll remember things, but you really don't. So it's nice to look back on, and I think it just makes you a better farmer because you have to be paying attention.
The winter when I don't have to do so much.